Start to listen. You're watching Kimmy Speaks.
Hey guys, it's Kimmy Speaks, and this was vlog 34. So I have a praise report for you guys. Those who've been keeping up with my vlogs, from time to time I mentioned that I've been battling a little bit and been healed with different things in my health. And so today I went to the doctors and I got a really good report. So it's like they find out what's going on with me, and then I can, get the quick treatment that I need, and then I'm pretty much back to some normalcy. So tonight's vlog, it was so weird because I was thinking prayer because of answered prayer, but then I thought, wait a minute, I did a vlog yesterday on prayer. So then I thought about it and I said, you know what? I feel like this vlog tonight is about waiting and also anticipation, and also when things happen, when God blesses us with the desires of our hearts, with different things we pray for. And so what I was thinking about was prayer. Well, I talked about prayer yesterday, so it's going to be really brief. The thing about prayer is it's so amazing is that it's conversation with God, right? But conversation, the word conversation doesn't really capture it. The intensity and the richness of just that relationship, that verbal relationship with God. Because honestly, when I think about conversation, when we think about conversating with each other, we think about what? We think about you talking to someone as a back and forth exchange. Sometimes when the other person's talking, you're thinking about what you want to say next, and therefore you're not really listening to what they're saying. So when we think of conversation, or at least when I think of conversation, I think of that sometimes. But what's amazing about conversation with God, with prayer with God, is that although we may have our same characters, God does not. So when we talk to God, we don't have to worry about him ignoring us, or texting or him on Facebook, So as the word says, when we're praying, he's listening, especially if we are after his own heart. And so I wanted to read a Bible verse to you guys. And it's actually Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. And you guys should know that. And it's do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. That's the NIV version. So that was Philippians 4:6. And so it's so true, because honestly, humanly speaking, we're so prone to do what? Get worried, get our emotions all tangled up, and then what happens? We forget to approach God with prayer, and we forget to approach God in faith that what we have prayed about is going to come to pass. And then sometimes we get a little impatient. We pray for something, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is taking too long. This really is taking too long. And then what we do, we take our own steps. And, sometimes that happens. And then sometimes we get impatient while waiting, but we're still waiting. And sometimes God says what? No. And so when he says no, we're like, oh man, really? And it's like, honestly, it's like, hey, when God says no, it's for a better purpose. So interestingly enough, when I was at my doctor's appointment today, this is honest, when I was at my doctor's appointment today, I was sitting down getting ready to get blood work, and a part of me, the human part of me, wanted to worry right away. I put my head down, I had my hand in my head, and I was just sitting there. And the minute it's so weird because I was trying to get myself to worry in some way, like, oh man, what happens? What if they tell me this? What if they tell me that? And immediately a voice said, do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. And I was like, okay. I put my hands off my face, and I was like, and I began to write a poem. I didn't finish it because the minute I wrote the third sentence, they called me in. I gave my blood work, and I went to my doctor. So it's just amazing, just waiting, anticipation, carrying our request to God. What is awesome, what is necessary, I feel like, is there's a Bible verse that says, when 2 or 3 are gathered, right? There he is in the midst. I want to actually read that to you as opposed to just saying or ad-libbing or saying what I think it says. So that verse I was actually talking to you about was Matthew 18 verse 20, where the New International Version says, for where 2 or 3 come together in my name, there am I with them. So it's like, You know, I feel as though this might sound weird. Well, yesterday I spoke about prayer, right? And that was kind of like one-on-one prayer with God. I really feel like prayer and community is very important too, because it helps you to wait in a better way. I don't know, it's something about having someone else know, at least for me, there's something about having someone else know what it is I'm praying for and coming alongside me and praying with me. Just having someone pray at the same time or later on, it's something about that. It's something about being able to bear with someone and someone bearing with you. It's something amazing about that. So, just like yesterday's vlog where I sampled my good friend Elijah Miguel's single, tonight I will be sampling Brooklyn Tabernacle's Youth Ministries album just released. It's called Our Father's Business. And so the track that I'm going to let you listen to is called Conduit, This Music Is Me. So, once again, the link for that will be at the bottom. And actually, they have a free download as well. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, I'm sharing this music with you and they're free downloads. So, check those out. So here we go. Conduit, This Music Is Me.
This music is me and I speak volumes, meaning I am volumes of music too deep for words, too deep for the understanding of a mortal being, which adds to meaning I'm barely able to understand myself. Or at least this music I be, or this music that's me. That's volume 1 of a 2-disc set, and like most classic hits, this is something you've just gotta get. Then listen deep as the rhythmic waves of praise beat upon your brain and ear gates and cause your faith, steady as it may, to move and sway. Not due to mortal perspective or perception, but immortal understanding. See, you're no longer thinking in your humanity. That's volume 2. As you listen in the train, allow the encasing effect of the booming basses to grab you by your faith and drag you to a place of supernatural ecstasy.
Wow. It was so good, I didn't even give you 30 seconds. I gave you almost a minute, 59 seconds. And poetry is actually one of my loves, so that's, yeah. That was pretty tight, you know. I'm going to put the link once again at the bottom so you guys can definitely check it out. Brooklyn Tabernacle Youth Ministry. The album is called Our Father's Business, and so it's so cute. They have a Christian advisory, good content. You know, a little black and white bar. That's really awesome. And it's volume 1, so definitely check it out. Once again, thanks for watching. Thank you for all who have been praying for me. Please leave your prayer requests down in the comment section. Rate, share on Facebook, share on Twitter, and you know, share on YouTube. And I will see you guys later. God bless.